Jai Hind student, I am Dr. Anand Tyagi from Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College, Ghaziabad. Today I am going to deliver my lecture on Engineering Mathematics First KAS 103T. Today we discuss about the module 3rd Differential Calculus 2nd. Before it, in the previous lecture I cover some portion of this unit. Today I explain another topic that is known as Jacobian. Today we discuss about this topic and module 3 differential calculus 2nd. In the previous lecture I explained what is the role of differential calculus in our daily life as well as our engineering and technology. Today we discuss the today contents are the introduction of the Jacobian. First of all I introduce what is Jacobian and what is the role of Jacobian in engineering and technology, and next is Jacobian of 2 variable and 3 variable here. Jacobian is depend the number of variable how to solve the problem, and next is Jacobian of the implicit function. First of all I explain what is implicit function and then how to calculate Jacobian of the implicit function, and after this the chain rule of the Jacobian right play the most important role in calculation, and after this question based on the above topic. So today lecture is very most important because Jacobian play the most important in transformation and solve the various problem in volume and area when we solve the integral here, right, and the all branches of the engineering have the most important role here. And today lecture are taking from the book E. Krejcik Advanced Engineering Mathematics, Marais de Veer, B.B. Ramana and B.S. Grewal. Student can be opt any one of them as a book for the reference. Now question is that first of all I introduce here what is the Jacobian, right. Jacobian is the name on the a mathematician. The word Jacobian is related to the German mathematician Carl Jacob Jacobi in 1800 to 1851. Very short duration of time Jacobi represent yourself in the world platform and give a very fantastic formula to solve the problem. That means we can calculate more and more partial derivative together, right. How to use this I explain here one by one, right. Suppose it is very important to solving the inverse function transformation of variables from one coordinate system to the another coordinate system. Suppose I want to calculate Cartesian into Cartesian polar form, Cartesian into cylindrical and Cartesian into the 3 coordinate, that is known as the transformation of the coordinate. So we can say that this topic play the most important role when we calculate the area and we calculate the integral problem. I write here Jacobian is also used to solve the problem various problem. So in this way we can find out the Jacobian. But question is what is Jacobian? If right, if u and v are the function of x and y, I write here if u and v are the function of x and y, that means you have 2 variable and v are the function which have 2 independent variable x and y. Question is that how to calculate 4 partial derivative together and its value, numerical value. So first of all, right, Jacobian of uv denoted and defined by the determinant, right. How to, first of all I write here del u over del x, that means we consider u, and del u over del y, this is the first row, right. Del v over del x, this is second function differentiate with respect to x, and del v over del y, right. This is known as Jacobian of uv with respect to x and y. That means 4 partial derivative we calculate together, right. In this way that is the notation of the Jacobian, and this is known as Jacobian of uv with respect to x and y, I write here, right. So that means Jacobian play the most important role in the future when we play the solve the problem, and Jacobian is denoted by del uv over del xy, yeah, or juv, right. J means Jacobian, u or v means function, and I write here formula of juv with respect to x and y. First row represent first function and second row represent second function, right. First column represent first variable and second column represent second variable. In this way we can find out the Jacobian of the given function. In the same way, right, this is known as Jacobian of 2 variable. In the same way we can calculate Jacobian of the 3 variable. So student keeping in the mind when we solve the problem, right, suppose u and v are the 2 function which contain two independent variable x and y. U contain two variable x and y, and V is also contain two variable x and y. Now question is that how to calculate JUV. JUV means Jacobian of UV with respect to x and y. How to calculate we see here. So first of all I explain here that given condition is u is equal to xy and v is equal to 1 minus y here, and by the definition of Jacobian, right, I write here, right, this is the Jacobian of uv with respect to x and y. First of all, first row represent the first function, so I write here del u over del x, right, del u over del y, and second row represent second function del v over del x and del v over del y. In the same way we can say that first column represent first variable and second column represent second variable. In this way we write the formula of Jacobian. Now our aim is calculate the formula. Now what is the partial derivative of u with respect to x here? So u is this. If we differentiate partially with respect to x, so y as a constant, so what will be the result we see here? So result will be y here, right. Now question is that del u over del y, that means differentiate partially u with respect to y. In the previous lecture I explained very carefully how to partially differentiate to the given function. When we differentiate partially u with respect to y, so what will be the result here? So result will be here x, because x is the constant and y is partial derivative 1. Now how to calculate the second row? That means del v over del x, that means differentiate v partially with respect to x. V is this, right. So we differentiate partially with respect to x, so 1 minus y as a constant, and differentiation of x is 1, so that is 1 minus y here, right. Del v over del y, that means differentiate partially with respect to y, so what will be the result here? So result will be minus x here. So in this way we can find out the solution of our problem. Now this is a determinant, and student know how to calculate the determinant of 2 by 2. So that means cross multiply and minus this. So this will be the result of this problem. Now how to we see here, right. So I multiply minus xy and minus xy. Suppose I calculate this and x goes to the inside the bracket, so what will be the calculation? Xy cancel out and result will be x. So that means Jacobian of uv with respect to x and y will be minus x for this example. So in this way student keeping very in the mind when we solve the problem, right. So first of all I write the formula of Jacobian, and first of all we say that u and v are the function and x and y are the variable. So in this way we can solve the problem and calculate the Jacobian of given problem, right. Suppose we consider the another problem, right, Jacobian of 3 variable, right. Suppose we have 3 function, right, u and v and w, and uv the function of xyz and v is the function of xyz and w is also the function of xyz. Now xyz are the independent variable, right. How to solve the Jacobian? First of all I write the formula of Jacobian and then implement in the given problem, right. So what will be the formula here? That means Jacobian of uvw, right. First of all I write here function in numerator, right, and variable in a denominator. Student keeping in the mind, right. So first of all I write the first row. How to write first row? That means first row represent the first function, so that means first function differentiate partially with respect to x, with respect to y and with respect to z. That means first row is complete. In the same way second function is v, and differentiate v partially with respect to x, with respect to y and with respect to z. In the same way w with respect to x, w with respect to y and w with respect to z. In the same way we calculate the partial derivative together. That means there are 9 first order partial derivative can be together solved, right. That is the benefit of the Jacobian, right. In this way we find, suppose I have u1 u2 u3 and un function, that means Jacobian can be generalized, right. u1 u2 u2 and the un function and contains the independent variable x1 x2 and xn. That means we can generalize the Jacobian. How to we see here, right. So this will be the formula of, right, numerator is a function and denominator is a variable. So what will be the result here? First row represent the first function, I write here, right. u1 differentiate with respect to x1, I write here, with respect to x2 and with respect to x3 and dash dash with respect to xn. That is the first row. In the same way second row, right, with respect to x1, second function with respect to x1, and x and un differentiate with respect to x1. In this way we prepare the generalization formula for nth derivative of Jacobian. So in this way we can find out the Jacobian of n variable together, right. When we solve the problem we see here, right. Suppose this is our problem. Suppose u is the function of xyz and v is also the function of xyz and w is the function of xyz. Now question is that how to calculate Jacobian of uvw with respect to xyz here. So first of all I write the formula of Jacobian, right, and that is the given condition here with the given problem, right. How to calculate Jacobian? First of all I calculate the all derivative which are required to our calculation, del u over del x. How to calculate del u over del x? Differentiate u with respect to x. So what will be the formula? X is 1 and y is 0 and z is 0, because when we differentiate partially with respect to x, y and z will be constant, right. Those students are new, they remember very carefully, when we differentiate one variable then another variable are constant here. Suppose I want to calculate del v over del x, that means differentiate v with respect to x, that means y and z are constant. So what will be the differentiation of x is 1 and y is 0 and z is 0. Del w over del x, that means differentiate with respect to x, that means 2 and 3y and 5z will be 0. So student, keeping in the mind when we solve the problem, so we calculate very carefully, right. Next is, suppose I want to calculate del u over del y, so del u over del y is 2 here, right, and del v over del y here, so this is also 2, and del w over del y, so this is 3. So in this way we can calculate the all partial derivative and putting the value of, right, because our aim is calculate the Jacobian of uvw with respect to x, y, z here. So first of all I write the formula. U represent the first row, that means del u over del x, del u over del y, del u over del z, that is the first row, right. Second function del v over del x I write here, del v over del y, del v over del z I write here, del w over del x, del w over del y and del w over del z. I write all the variable is there. Now this is the determinant of order 3 by 3. Student can be expanded with the help of first row. Otherwise in the previous lecture I explained how to calculate very short duration of time determinant of a square matrix. I explained in the previous lecture. So determinant will be here 2. So this is the Jacobian of uvw with respect to xyz for the given problem. So in this way we can find out our Jacobian, right, by terms and condition with the help of calculation, right. That is the another example here. If u is equal to xyz, I write here, right, v is equal to x square plus y square and w is equal to xyz, right. How to calculate the Jacobian of xyz with respect to uvw? Student, keeping in the mind, right. In this way function is uvw, very carefully, and Jacobian is required mean del xyz over del uvw. That means we can calculate reversely, that means we can calculate here, right, this is u here, right, we calculate here the Jacobian j dash, that means function is given uvw but calculation is reverse, so we calculate this is j dash, right. So how to calculate? We see here, right. So first of all I calculate here Jacobian xyz with respect to uyz here, right, and calculate the problem in the same manner. In this way we can find out our problem and calculate the value, right. J dash will be here the 1 upon, right, this is the reverse. First of all we calculate j here and calculate j dash. In this way we can find out our problem, right. This is another problem that is very most important problem to solve the Jacobian of y1 is equal to x2 upon x3 upon x1, y2 is equal to x3 x1 upon x2 and y3 is equal to x1 x2 upon x3. How to calculate Jacobian of y1 y2 and y3 with respect to x1 x2 x3? So student, keeping in the mind, first of all I write here, right, the formula of, right, y1 differentiate with respect to x1, y1 is this, so x2 x1 is the constant, and what is the differentiation of 1 upon x1 square? So result will be minus and x1 square here, right. In the same way, right, y2 over y3 here I write here, right. In the same way y2 over y1, that means differentiate y3 with respect to x1, so y3 is this, the differentiation of x1 is 1, so remaining portion is x2 upon x3 because these are the constant. So in the same way we calculate here all the derivative and first of all write the formula of the Jacobian. I write this is the formula of Jacobian, right? What will be the del y1 over del x1? So I write here this value is this x2 x3 upon x1 square minus sine. What is the del y1 y2? Del y1 x2. So what will be the del y1 x2 here? So y1 x2 is there, I write here, right? And what will be the value of del y1 x3? So del y1 x3 will be here calculated, right? x2 upon this is del y1 upon x3, right? So in this way we can calculate or differentiate y1 with respect to x3. So this will be x3 is 1, x2 upon x1. So in this way we calculate the all partial derivative together. And how to calculate this? So we see here 1 upon x square is common from this line, we can calculate, and 1 upon x2 calculate from this line, 1 upon x2 square is common from this line, and 1 upon x3 square common is this line. So what will be the result here? We see here, right? This is the common part, and this is x2 x1, and this is x3 x1, and this is x2 x1 I write here, because 1 upon x1 square is common. In the same way this is x2 x3, and this is x1 x3, and this is x1 x2. In this way we complete the third row. Now we see here, right, that in the first column x2 x3 is common, in the second column x1 x3 is common, and in the last column x1 x2 is common. And what will be the result? We see here, right, what will be the result? So result will be common x1 square, this and this is cancel out, and what will be the result here? Minus 1 1 1 1 minus 1 1 1 1 minus 1. So in this way we can calculate the determinant. And how to calculate the determinant of this matrix? So result will be here, right, very interesting, result is equal to 4 here. So in this way we find out our problem. Student solve the such type of problem in 12th level, and topic of the determinant study in 12th level, very large scale. Now there is a only calculation, right, how to arise this? This will be arise with the help of Jacobian. In this way we can find out our problem very carefully. Now we consider the another property of the Jacobian. How to write the property? We see here, suppose u and v are the two function in x and y, right? That means Jacobian of uv denoted and defined by with of uv with respect to x and y is j, but in the reverse order j dash, that means Jacobian of x y with respect to u and v here. That means we can say that j dash is equal to 1. Suppose I wants to calculate j dash and this is given. So first of all in numerical we calculate j and then transfer to j is equal to 1 upon j dash here, and this is the formula together, right? So we see here some problem based on the property, this property, how to solve. We see here, right, that is the proof of this portion, right? How to write here? Okay, u is the function of u, that means differentiation of u with respect to u will be 1. So by that, using the partial differentiation definition, del u over del x over del u over del y over del u, because u is the function of u and v, right? But u is the not function of v. When we differentiate with respect to v, so this will be 0, right? In the same way, right, when we differentiate v with respect to u, this will be 0, and when we differentiate v with respect to v, this will be 1, right? Any function with respect to itself 1, and any function with respect to others, that means 0. So in this way we find out this problem into Jacobian j dash is equal to 1. So I write this value and I write this value. Suppose we put this value in this problem, so what will be the value here? So value will be this and product of first and second. So what is the conclusion of this result? So conclusion of this result is here is 1, and conclusion of this result is 0, right? And conclusion of this result is also 0, and conclusion of this result is 1. That means we can say that determinant of identity matrix is equal to 1. So we can say that j dash is equal to 1, right? This is the proof of this property, and proof is very most important. Student understand very carefully, right, when we solve the problem. So first of all we see that which is function and which is variable, right? Always differentiate function with respect to variable here, right? So suppose I wants to calculate here a question, right? Suppose x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta. This is the conversion of Cartesian to polar, and our aim is calculate jxy. Jxy means Jacobian of xy with respect to r and theta, and also calculate this. This is known as j dash, right? Reverse order, right? So given that x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta. So first of all we calculate here Jacobian of right, this function Jacobian of xy, and Jacobian of xy is denoted and defined by the formula del x upon del r, del x upon del theta, del y upon del r, and del v over del theta. In this way we can find out our problem. How do we see here? So del x upon del r, I write here del x upon del r is equal to cos theta, I write here cos theta. Now del x upon del theta is minus r sin theta, so I write here, right. In the same way del y over del r represent the sin theta, and del y v over del theta is represent the r cos theta. Suppose we multiply the cross multiply, so this will be the r sin square theta cos square theta, and this is equal to 1. So what will be the result here? So result will be j is equal to r. But our aim is calculate this j dash. How to calculate j dash? So j dash is equal to 1 by the property. So what will be the result here? We see very carefully. J dash is equal to 1 and j dash is equal to 1 upon j, and j is equal to r. So what will be the result of j dash? And j dash will be 1 upon r here. In this way we can find out our problem to solve the Jacobian. So in this way we can find out our problem directly and by the mathematically of the Jacobian. Suppose we consider the another problem, right. See here, right, Jacobian of implicit function. Implicit function means they cannot be separately. Suppose I write here x plus y is equal to u square plus v square, right. We cannot find the value of x and y, and we cannot find the value of u and y. So this is known as implicit function. So in this way now we discuss here how to calculate the Jacobian of implicit function. Here if u1, u2, u3 are the function of three independent variable x1, x2 and x3, and they are the implicit function, then how to write the first of all equation? First of all I write here equation, right, f u1, u2, u3, x1, x2, x3 all are the variable, right. That means there are 6 variable u1, u2, u3 and x1, x2, x3 is equal to 0. In the same way second equation f2, and in the third equation is f3. Now question is that how to calculate Jacobian of such type of function? We see here very carefully. So the right Jacobian of u1, u2, u3 with respect to x1, x2, x3 here, right. Now suppose there are 6 variable. So first of all I write in numerator. How to write? Minus 1 raised to the power 3, because number of function is 3, right. f1 upon f2, f3, right. This is in numerator. That means denominator will be in numerator and numerator will be in denominator, right. Student understand very carefully when we write the formula. So first of all right, denominator will be in numerator and numerator will be in denominator. So in this way write the formula of the implicit function, right. Students see very carefully and solve that. Now question is what is the Jacobian this and what is the Jacobian this, because both are the Jacobian, and finally we put the value of here and calculate the Jacobian of implicit function. In this way we can find out our problem. Suppose I consider a problem here, right. Suppose u1, u2, un are the function of x1, x3 and xn. That means we can generalize this statement. So what will be the, we see here f1, f2, f3 and fn, then what will be the Jacobian here? So Jacobian will be this. In the same way, right, Jacobian of function f1, f2, f3 with respect to numerator, and Jacobian of f1, f2, f3 with respect to numerator, right. And this is the criteria to solve the problem. So first of all we see here a very simple problem. So suppose, right, this is the first function and this is the second function, and here we cannot separate u and v, and we cannot separate x and y here. So that means given function are the implicit function. So how to write the first function? So first of all I write first here, right, this goes to left hand side. So what will be the uq plus vq minus x minus, this is the f1. In the same way we calculate f2. What will be the f2? So u square plus v square minus xq minus y square. Now question is that our aim is calculate the Jacobian of uv with respect to xy. So what will be the formula here? So minus 1 square, because there are two function. In numerator f1, f2 over xy, and denominator f1, f2 over uv. So first of all I calculate here one by one. First of all I calculate this part, and after this part and putting the value of this here we calculate the final property. How to calculate? We see here. So right, so first of all I calculate Jacobian of f1, f2 with respect to x and y. First of all I write formula here, right, f1 over x, f1 over y, right, f2 over x, f2 over y. Differentiate partially f1 with respect to x, this is f1, and differentiate partially this function with respect to x, that means minus 1, I write here minus 1, right. Partially f1 with respect to y, right, so this is minus 1, I write minus 1, right? This is minus 1. In the same way, y f2 differentiate with respect to x. So what will be the differentiation? So this will be 3x minus 3x square. I write here with the help of this, right? In the same way, we calculate the partial derivative of this 3y square. This is with the help of this 0 0 and this is 0 and minus 3y square. Suppose I solve this 2 by 2 determinant, right? This multiply by this and minus this will be this. So this will be 3 is common, 3y square minus x square. That means numerator part is calculated, right? Now we calculate the denominator part. That means Jacobian of f1 f2 with respect to u and v here. So how to calculate? Question is that. Now question is that how to calculate? That means we calculate the denominator part, write the formula of this and calculate f1 with respect to u here. So f1 is this, right? And with respect to u, what will be the differentiate with respect to u? So 3u square I write here, right? With respect to v, 3v square I write here. In the same way, differentiate this part with respect to u, so 2u, and with respect to v, so 2v, and multiply by this 6uv and u minus v. Finally putting the value of this in equation number first, so what will be the result here? And result will be this, right? And 3 to the 6. So this is the proof of our problem, right? So in this way we can find out the solution of Jacobian with the help of implicit function. So student, first of all, students see very carefully that given function is simple function or given function is implicit function. If in simple function, when we apply the formula, if implicit function, we apply the formula. This is the another problem. This is the function, first function, and this is implicit function because there is no possible to separate UVW or XYZ. So that means this is the F1, this is F2, right? And this is F3. And calculate the implicit function with the help of given problem. So how to calculate here? This is F1, right? This is F2 and this is F3. So in this way we calculate F1, F2 and F3. Now first of all I write the formula here. The formula is Jacobian of UVW. So that means F1, F2, F3 with respect to XYZ upon F1, F2, F3 with respect to UVW. That means numerator in denominator and denominator in numerator and minus 1 raised to the power 3. So this is the basic concept to write the formula of Jacobian first, right? Now question is that how to calculate Jacobian of this. So first of all I write the formula of Jacobian, right? This is the formula of Jacobian and F1 with respect to u here. So F1 is this and with respect to u 3u square and rest are the zeros because these are the constant variable, right? F1 over v. So what will be the F1 over v is 1. I write here 1, right? F1 over W, so F1 over W is 1, I write here, so first row is completed, right? In the same way, F2 over U, this is F2, F2 over U is 1, F2 over V is 3V square, I write here, and FW is equal to 1 here. So in this way we complete this rows, third row and calculate the numerically, so what will be the result here we see here, right? So suppose we expand here this law, so how to calculate this line we see here, right? To expand by first row, how to expand we see here very carefully. So student keeping in the mind when we solve the problem, so by using the first row and result will be here very interesting, right? This is the result of this. Now we calculate the denominator Jacobian of F1, F2, F3 with respect to XYZ. So first of all I write here and putting the value of all values here and calculate the determinant of 3 by 3, what will be the result here, and result will be this, right? Putting all values in this equation we get our final result. So this is our final result because this is our aim and prove that. So in this way we can find out our problem to solve the numerical value. So in this way we have solved the various example based on the Jacobian, right? This is the another example and calculate the del uv over del w over del xy. This is also the implicit function. So first of all I write here F1, F2, F3 and calculate the formula, right, with the as well as the previous question, and how to solve we see here very carefully. First of all I write here F1, F2, F3 and this is the basic concept of the Jacobian of implicit function here, minus 1 raised to the power 3 F1, F2, F3 over XYZ and F1, F2 over UVW. So in this way we can find out the problem, and based on the above problem first of all we calculate the numerator here. Suppose I apply here C2 arrow C2 minus C1 and C3 arrow C3 minus C1. So it can be simplified very easily, and students solve such type of problem in 12th level, right? So we can do it, right, easily. So how to solve the problem we see here. So this is the result of our problem. Suppose this is expanded in the first row, so what will be the result we see here, right? Because expansion is the very necessary to solve the problem. So this is our problem to solve the this is right. So this is another denominator how to solve. So first of all I write the formula of the Jacobian as well as previous question, and first of all differentiate with respect to u, with respect to v, and with respect to w one by one and get the problem. So in this way we can find out our problem, apply the column operation here. So what will be the result we see here? So result will be this by applying the row. So what will be the result we see here very carefully? So result will be this. So finally putting the value of numerator and denominator in equation number first. So what will be the result here? This is equation number first, and putting the value of numerator here and denominator here. So what will be the value we see here very carefully? So we see here this is the requirement result over, this is the proof of our result, and that is very most important and crucial part of our today discussion. So student, keeping in the mind when we solve the problem, the all calculation and formula should be very carefully. Now next is chain rule of the Jacobian. That is very most important. What is the chain rule? Suppose grandfather is depend on father and father on depend on the children. So that means there are chain grandfather, father and next generation. That means there are, this is known as the chain rule. And how to calculate chain rule of the Jacobian we see here. Suppose u and v are the function of r and s, and r s the function of x and y. That means there is a chain, and we wants to calculate here Jacobian of uv with respect to x and y. So what will be the formula? First of all Jacobian uv with respect to rs and rs with respect to xy. We prove it by the numerically and mathematically later on. First of all I write here the formula. Suppose del u over del x, u is the function of x and y. So how to calculate the partial derivative? Del u over del r over del x, del u over del s, del s over del x, because u and v are the function of x and y. U is the function of, right, r and s, right, and r is the function of x and y. I explained in the previous lecture, this is also right how to calculate del u over del x. So there are two ways, via r and via s. So del u over del s, del u over del r and del r over del x, plus del u over del s, del s over del y. So this is complete. In the same way del u over del y, so there are two part, via r and via s, right. I write here del u over del r over del x. I write here del u over del s and del s over del y. I write here. In this way we can find out all property here, right, and calculate the property here. This is the definition of Jacobian. I write this formula as a Jacobian, and this is also formula of Jacobian. How to product is also known as student know how to product of the determinant and matrices, right. First row multiply by first column, and what will be the value of these terms? So value of these terms will be del u over del x, and value of these terms will be del u over del y. I write here, and value of these terms will be del u over del b over del x, and value of these terms will be del b over del y. In this way we can find out our problem and calculate the result. This is the result of our problem. In this way we can prove the chain rule of the Jacobian. Student, remember it very carefully. How to solve the problem we see here very carefully. This is the problem. Okay, u is the function of xy, v is the function of xy, x is the function of r theta, and y is the function of r theta. And how to calculate Jacobian uv? That means we can calculate Jacobian of uv with respect to r and theta. How to? That means that there exists a chain rule, right. duv is equal to r theta, del u over dv over xy, and xy over r theta. So first of all I calculate this part, and after this part one by one here. How to? We see here, right. So first of all I write the formula of both Jacobian of this and Jacobian of this, right. In this way we put up the value here. So what will be the value of del u over del x? So value of del u over del x is equal to y. I write here value of del u over del x is x, and value of this is 1, and del v over del y is -1. In the same way del x upon del r I write here, right, cos theta, and del x over del theta minus r sin theta. In this way, and cross verify what will be the result here. We see, right, result will be very interesting, right. This is equal to r, and this is equal to minus x minus y. A minus is common. If we put the value of x and r, so this will be the answer of this statement. So in this way we can solve the Jacobian of the chain rule. So in this way, student, keeping in the mind when we solve the problem, so first of all we see here, so what is the benefit to solve the Jacobian. Next is, if u and v and w are the function of two independent variable x, y and z also, that means three independent variable, right. How to calculate? If Jacobian is not equal to 0, so that means function are right not independent, right, otherwise dependent, right. That means if Jacobian is equal to 0, that means there exists a relationship. If dependent, so there exists a relationship. In the previous lecture in the matrices I explained what is dependent vector and what is linear independent vector. In the same way in Jacobian, if Jacobian is equal to 0, so that means function will be dependent. If Jacobian not equal to 0, the function not will be dependent, that means independent, and there exists a relationship. How to we see here? Suppose this is the problem, u is equal to x plus y, and this is the 1 minus xy here, and b is equal to this here. How to calculate this? That means Jacobian of uv. If this will be 0, so there exists a relation. If this is not equal to, there exists no relation. So how to calculate? We see here. First of all, I write here del u. This is u and this is v. First of all, I write here del u over del x. So how to differentiate it? So I apply here the quotient rule, 1 minus xy square. 1 minus xy is as it is, this is differentiable is 1, x plus y as it is, and this is minus y. So what will be the result here after calculation is this. In the same way, del u over del y, that means differentiate this with respect to y, I write here. In this way we can calculate the result of our problem, and what we see here, what will be the result here, and result will be this will be cancel out this, so result will be this here, right, 0. That means there exists a relationship. What is the relationship here? So relationship b, v is equal to tan inverse xy, and we know that formula of tan inverse y, tan inverse x is equal to this, and this equal to u. So that means what is the relationship here? So relationship will be v is equal to tan inverse u and v is equal to tan, right. So today lecture we discuss about the most important topic, that is known as Jacobian, right. I thought this play the very most important role in future, and the student remember it very carefully. If a student have any problem today lecture, so they can contact me, my WhatsApp number, I will try to solve their problem. Jai Hind all of you.